Namaskar. Distinguished guests, respected Director IIM Jammu, members of media, faculty colleagues, officers and staff of IIM Jammu, and my dear students. With immense pleasure, I, Dr. Manakshi, welcome you all to the inaugural session of IIM Jammu's IPM Orientation Program 2022. We are happy to induct the second batch of IPM students. Joining us today as the chief guest of the event is Professor Manoj Singh Gaur, Director IIT Jammu. As the guest of honor of the event, we have Shri Sanjeev Vermaji, Secretary, Department of Forest, Ecology and Environment, Jammu and Kashmir Government. I extend my heartfelt welcome to Professor B.S. Sahai, Director IIM Jammu, for joining us for this event. Hearty welcome to Professor Jabir Ali, Dean Academics IIM Jammu, Dr. Rashmi Ranjan Parida, Chairperson Admissions IIM Jammu, and Dr. Kapil Gumte, Chairperson IPM Program. Let us begin this inaugural session with the lighting of lamp, with the prayer to keep us all enlightened through the brightness of knowledge. May I please request the dignitaries on the dais to come forward and light this lamp. I now invite the students of IPM batch 01 for Saraswati Vandana.
Saraswati Sharade, Ma Saraswati Sharade, Purna is Agyan Udadhi se, Purna is Agyan Udadhi se, Veena Pani Tar de, Tar de, Tar de, Ma Saraswati Sharade, Ma Saraswati Sharade, Surya Brahma Shiva Vishnu Gajanan, Jin Charanon ko sevate, Surya Brahma Shiva Vishnu Gajanan, Jin Charanon ko sevate, हम शिशु है अज्ञानी माता, इन चरणों का प्यार दे, वीणा पाणी तार दे, तार दे, तार दे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे.
Thank you, students. As a gratitude of, as an expression of gratitude, we would now request the dignitaries present on the dais to initiate the felicitation of the dignitaries as the chief guest and the guest of honor. So may I now request Director IIM Jammu to felicitate the chief guest, Professor Manoj Singh Gaur, by presenting a shawl. May I again request Director IIM Jammu to felicitate the guest of honor, Shri Sanjeev Verma ji, by presenting a shawl. I now cordially invite Dr. Rashmi Ranjan Parida, Chairperson Admissions, IIM Jammu, to kindly present the profile of the incoming batch of IPM students.
Good morning. Honorable Chief Guest of the event, Professor Manoj Singh Gaur, Director IIT Jammu. Respected Guest of Honor, Sri Sanjeev Verma ji, Secretary Department of Forest, Ecology and Environment. Respected Director IIM Jammu, Professor B.S. Sahay. Professor Jabir Ali, Dean Academics IIM Jammu. My colleague Dr. Kapil Gumte, Chairperson IPM Program. Colleagues of the dais, dear students and friends from media. First of all, a big congratulations to all the students who have secured admission in this institute and starting their new journey from today. I extend a warm welcome on behalf of Admission Department of IIM Jammu to all the students. It gives me immense pleasure to present before you the batch profile, the incoming batch profile of IPM 22-27. So this is the test through which we got the admission, the GIPMAT test conducted by NTA. So if you see this year, the number, which is the last, the finally appeared student who got the score and rank was prepared, there is an increment of 11 to 12% from last year. So this was the number we got at the end. If you see the students from the background, so we have representation from 16 states and union territories, and the maximum students are from Uttar Pradesh, and we have presence of students from all parts of India. As you can see, we have representation even from Jammu and Kashmir, a couple of students from this place of Jammu as well. The two are there. So yeah, so if you see the rural and urban profile, that division, so if you see 81% students are from urban background and around 19% students are from, or 18% are from rural background. So probably we have to reach more in the rural pockets. As far as demographic is concerned, as you can see, we follow strictly Government of India reservation norms. So we have this batch completely as per that. So 50% general, which encompasses 10% EWS category, and the as per Government of India norms, NCOBC, SC, ST, and also 5% PWD candidate. If you see the average age of the batch, we are really happy to see that it is close to 20 years. So that means there are students who have actually graduated last year or before that, and they have taken a couple of years to practice or appear again, and they are through. And the girls have outperformed boys, as all of us know. If I go through the academic profile of the coming batch, so I can see that this is the board through which students have come. The majority of students, around 80%, are from CBSE board, and there are around 15% who are from respective state boards or state councils. Okay, and around 5% are from ICSE board. If you see from 12th educational background, then 50% students are from science background, 42% are from commerce, and 8% are arts background. If you see the performance of student in their respective 10th and 12th class, so we are really happy to see that around 75% student have more than 90% marks in their respective 10th board exam, and around 67% student have more than 90% mark in their 12th exam. And as you can see here, there are more than 42% students have secured more than 95% in their respective 10th and 30% in their respective 12th board. So that's all about a brief presentation on the student incoming batch profile. I once again welcome you all and wish you all the best for a fruitful journey in IIM Jammu. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Parida. So our guest of honor for the event, Shri Sanjeev Verma ji, has to leave for some personal work. So before we in fact have got the opportunity to listen him also. So before he joins us, I take this opportunity to introduce his profile to all of you. By profession, he's an electrical and the educational background is in electrical and electronics engineering. As of now, he is an IAS officer of 2001 batch. He also has a marketing background. His specialization in MBA is in marketing and production. He has a long association with Jammu and Kashmir. He has worked in a variety of roles such as Deputy Commissioner in Riyasi, Kathua, Leh and Jammu. He is currently Secretary to the Government of Jammu and Kashmir in the Forestry Department. And he has also served in the Public Works Department, Social Welfare, Public Health, Engineering, Irrigation, and Flood Control for Horticulture Departments. He joined Divisional Commissioner, Jammu Division on 21st June 2018 and remained at this post till 2021. Currently, he is serving as Commissioner, Secretary, Department of Forest, Ecology and Environment. So with this brief introduction, I now request Shri Sanjeev Verma ji to kindly address the students. Sir.
Very good morning, Dr. B.S. Sahai, the distinguished director of this Premier Institute, Director IIT, Dr. Gaur, another distinguished head of our illustrious institute, IIT Jammu. With him on the dais, Professor Jabir Ali, along with the chairpersons of the IPM and admissions who are on the dais with us, the esteemed faculty of IIM and the new entrants to this 5-year integrated course. It is so good to see the young minds and very young faces entering the sacred portals of the Indian Institute of Management. And the very word, it sends goosebumps to me and maybe everyone. And I'm besieged by 2 doctors of the 2 Premier Institute that humbles me a lot. I mean, I feel myself very fortunate to be among a very selected and a prized group of people, maybe on the dais or this side of the hall. You really are very fortunate, but don't get this reputation to overtake you that you are in the IIM. It's a opportunity which has been lent to you, and very early in the age, people graduate, they postgraduate, and then they enter the IIMs after a lot of work experience. So I think this opportunity and occasion has become more onerous for you. It has lent you more than an opportunity. I think it's a responsibility which has cost upon you to that in 2027-28, when you will be passing out from this Premier Institute, I think you will be carrying with yourself a lot of responsibility. So that is a challenge. But more than the challenge, see the opportunities which will be coming your way. First, by your reputation, being a part of the IIM, that carries more weight than anything else. But it is also the rigor which you have to invest in your studies. That is more important. Once you enter the institute, you feel like that it is more comfortable. I think it is more grueling and more onerous and more rigorous now, specifically when you are under the supervision of the director. I've met some people in life. I mean, I've seen directors of IIMs also, but his gravitas shall not, and simplicity shall not be taken that he is a pool of knowledge. I know I've met people who are more vocal, more presentable, but he is more silent. But I think he lends that seriousness to the institute and it is taking to the new heights. I still remember that, and I get fascinated also that as a divisional commissioner, we used to meet each other, and it was very keen that this institute now shall get relocated or translocated to the new location. And I've learned that sooner than later, maybe next 6 months, you'll be joining a new partner, the IITs, in your neighborhood. And this will be, this institute, its location and its position, location and position in the pantheon of the IIMs, I think it's much more at a very high level, and you'll be going to grow gradually or steadily in the years to come. The new campus, to my mind, I visited the campus once when its foundation was laid and it was developing. It has become more, I think, more visible while passing through the highway. But it may be one of the best campuses in the world. I'm not talking about the country, but it may be in the world. The location and the position it enjoys is very advantageous. So that credit also goes large measure to the director IIM and his team here. As I said, because I'm fixated with forest department, so please bear with me if I'll speak something about forest. You must have, I mean, you are very young. There was an advertisement in maybe 2000s. The future is orange. The future is bright. There was for a mobile, that's maybe some electronic gadgets. But I say the future is green. The green, when you're leaving your portals, the green jobs, the green management, and the green solutions is the one which I think I'll also urge upon the management and the directors of that please create a uniqueness for IIM Jammu because it is located in a lot of greenery, and where you will be going, it's all green. Secondly, the way the world is moving, I'm very small fry to comment on that, but what I read, I like to share with you. Maybe that is my own thinking. Heading a very in JNK, I'm a part of the administration. I'm trying to be a part of the forest department. So I feel my duty to whatever I learn from all of you, I must also share. The Panchamrit, which call given by the Honorable Prime Minister, is a recent development, and more recent developments are also in the making. In the US, I think the President Biden has also unleashed a huge package for the industry. I mean, it's in billions. So in the years to come, it is one branch which requires a lot of attention from you and maybe from the management also to how to develop the green products in the financial market. I've also tried to explore about the availability of the green finance, maybe in the country. I mean, you get a lot of products internationally, blended finance and so many jargons, but you don't, I mean, you're helpless to latch onto them because they are available, but with a lot of conditionalities. So I urge upon the management to take a lead in JNK through the IIM that we must start developing IIM Jammu as one of the core areas shall be the green financing and maybe the green management. This is one part. I spoke with Bhardwaj Swab, our finance secretary, the other day yesterday. He was very enthused and maybe overjoyed. Yes, this is the thing. So if you'll meet him, the government would in the finance department and maybe the UT government would be very keen to seek your attention and seek your cooperation in systematically and methodically developing the solutions and more of the financial solution, how to tap the market, how to enter the market. The difficult thing in the government is not the lack of knowledge, but making a good package. And that package maybe will come from the IIM. I've already spoken with Shri Vivek Bhardwaj yesterday on this. I took this opportunity and maybe a chance to seek his mind, but I could get a very positive vibrations from it. So I feel myself, and with you, we have already discussed. So this is one area where, and secondly, the very recent development is how to get to net zero by 2070 and by 2050. So it will throw open more than 2 crore jobs. And it is sooner or later, it will be a truth. Because climate change, as you see, as it is being evidence, it has nothing to relate it with the management directly, but you have a greater role to play. You have to develop the market for execution of schemes, and for all schemes to be get executed, you require money and finances. And here we look at you as young managers. Beyond that, Shri Amitabh Kant, who was recently the CEO, I mean, he's one of the illustrious people, like the people sitting on the dais. He made a statement and he said 225 onwards, it's a green and clean jobs, the green and clean world. And mind you, it is a thing which will start listening the whispers now, and maybe they will get a huge noise in the days to come. And here you should be prepared. I'll again say, you're a very young mind, you'll be getting bored that the very first day I'm preaching sermons to you, but I look with a lot of hope, because this course per se, I think it's I never imagined. Yesterday I learned that it's after you leave your 12th standard and then you directly enter into the IIMs. It's a huge feeling for anyone, especially while coming. It was a huge feeling for me, and I can imagine what feeling you'll be having at this point of time. I also have a young daughter. I mean, after you pass the 12th standard, enter, I think half of the worries you leave at home, your parents, because you are entering to into a professional course, and you'll be looking ahead in life. You are more secure professionally while after entering the IIMs. But moving towards a direction which holds out a lot of promise in future, as I stated, for the a more management, more oriented towards meeting the challenges of climate change, whether it's resource mobilization or finance mobilization. This is one area where I hope some of you will opt for. I have to. I have another assignment, but not more important than I have today here. I got a invitation from Dr. Sahai, and the very moment he uttered, I found it's a godsend opportunity. So I always try to latch on to them. I'm very thankful to him for remembering me and giving me this opportunity. And same with our esteemed colleague and on the dais, Dr. Gord also. I'm being with him today here, and I get an opportunity to meet him quite often. And also the friends and the faculty sitting on the dais and elsewhere, and especially to all of you, good luck and God bless you. I hope to see you, many of you, maybe in the classrooms and maybe in the labs and maybe in the field also, if Dr. Sai concedes to my request of helping the government in developing something useful for the GNK, the GNK Forest Department, maybe for the society. Thank you very much.
Let me just tell you one thing, that this, your simplicity. You're trying to say that who is more simple?
No.
Okay, so probably, yeah.
I've seen.
Nobody can compete with you.
I've seen.
Okay.
I will not share that, but I've seen directors. I mean, that way IIM is a very big thing. I mean, you can be more flamboyant. That's another thing. But he's not flamboyant, but he's has a lot
No,
of.
this is my 18th year.
That doesn't matter. I've seen
18 साल तक जो है उसके बाद तो अपने आप वो गर्दन झुकने लगता है. Okay, like say this, I must tell you, all of you, that it's really nice to have Mr. Sanjeev Verma here when he was divisional commissioner. I mean, I never minded giving any time, let it be late evening, late night, early morning. But that is the time, probably it was easy for me to catch him and talk to him. The hours, it's become very hectic. And one of the major problem we had at site that PMJY road was crossing, and it's around the villagers were there, and they were strongly objecting to that. There are many protests, everything was there, but I must tell all of you that it is Mr. Verma who helped a lot and ensured this thing. That as a divisional commissioner, and another guy was Ansul Garg, this district collector. So this Ansul and yours, this thing, but the direction was coming from him, and finally we were able to close that road because we never wanted to have this interference, because that could have been a perennial problem. So we said that no, we want to have a campus free from all encumbrances. So thank you very much for that. And now next assignment is for you. As you said that you would like, it's a green world, green, everything is green. So it's your duty now to make IIM Jammu campus green. And you're the boss. So I know that your one instruction can make change their life. Fine. So, so I'm sure this thing, he has to catch flights. So thank you very much for coming. Somebody should. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us today. Oh, Ravi is left. You can pack it. Can somebody close that door? Thank you. May I now invite Dr. Kapil Gumte, Chairperson IPM Program, to introduce the IPM program.
Hello. Good morning, all. Guest of honor, Sri Sanjeev Verma ji, IS. Now he has left now. Then chief guest, Professor Manoj Singh Gaur, Director, IIT Jammu. Then Professor Jabir Ali, Dean Academics, IIM Jammu, and our beloved Professor BSI, Director, IIM Jammu. And my dear students, today I feel immensely happy to welcome you all to the inaugural session of the second batch of IPM. I would like to welcome students who have cracked the ZipMat exam and got admission to one of the prestigious IIMs by the virtue of their talent, hard work, and merit. Imbued with a futuristic vision, IIM Jammu started 5-year rigorous integrated program in management, that is IPM, in 2021, where the first 3 years are equivalent to BBA, followed by merger with the institute's flagship MBA program. The motivation and aim of the IPM program is to prepare young professionals after the class 12 to incorporate managerial potential, leadership qualities, decision-making capabilities using an ultra-modern academic pedagogy of global standards. The aim is also to empower students to use relevant business knowledge, analyze data, think critically, solve the problems, communicate well, be adaptable to the changing business needs, be active in political scenarios, and make decisions ethically with professionalism. Keeping the aim of the global standards, the unique course structure of IPM has been designed such that it creates the all-round development of the student. It integrates management education with the latest technology, science, engineering, and mathematics. Not only these topics, but IPM also incorporates a multidisciplinary curriculum that includes happiness and mental wellness, physical training and sports, arts, history, geography, economics, finance, marketing, human resource, operations, and IT, to name a few, and the list goes on. The program provides the choice of subjects to the student to excel in the domain of their interest. by taking concerned elective courses later on in the upcoming semesters. Apart from regular academics, the students get the opportunity of boot camp, where they get live learning experience via adventurous individual and group activities, which imparts them with the courage and team building qualities. To give a taste of real-time experience in the industrial world, the IPM program involves internships in the social sectors, namely NGOs, CSRs. Apart from the social internships, the program also involves a corporate internship, where the students work on live projects using the latest softwares, tools, techniques, knowing the corporate driver. Further, the students get a chance for an international exchange program based on their merit, where they can spend at least one semester abroad in a foreign. Student talks are kept regularly from the corporate managers and industrialists on contemporary topics. The faculty members involved in the IPM are also the chosen ones, who are subject matter experts in their domain and are always keen to clear academic doubts of the students and impart career-making, cutting-edge knowledge. Once the students complete the IPM, I strongly believe that he or she will move to the outside world with flying colors and always be ahead in the competitive world. Without taking much time, once again, I welcome all the aspiring minds of the 21st century and wish them fruitful years ahead at IIM Jammu. With this, I would like to rest my wordings. Thank you all for listening to me carefully.
Thank you, Dr. Gumte. May I now invite Professor Jabir Ali, Dean Academics, IIM Jammu, to kindly address the students.
So good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Director, Professor B.S. Sahai, Professor Manoj Gaur, our colleague, Dr. Parida, Dr. Gumte, Commander Keshwan, and dear students. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you to become part of IIM Jammu family. So let's have a big round of applause for all of you that you have come to this place. You know, IIM Jammu got established by Ministry of Education in 2016. And with a very short span of time, we have come with all kind of courses which an academic institution need to be. And we tried to take this institute together in such a way so that we can achieve, a fast growth. And the very important testimony of that is that this year an IRF ranking has given us a kind of boost with the rank of 36 across the India. Why I'm saying it? Because this actually, as our guest of honor was highlighting, that you definitely got the opportunity, but at the same time, you also got a lot of responsibilities on your shoulder, because whatever benchmark we have, whatever growth we have come up to, now you are also part of the journey to boost the growth. And that's why your responsibility increases from here itself. So it's not only the opportunity which you have grabbed by All India test of GIPMAT and being part of IIM Jammu family, but when you're part of a family, you do have a responsibility to play. So you need to own that responsibility from today itself and take all the charges, because you are the young mind who can help us taking this institution to the highest level, right? So now just think about it. Let me also highlight some of the points. You know that 7th batch of MBA is with us, and you are going to be the 10th batch of MBA after completing your IPM journey, right? So that also increases your responsibility, because you will be the 10th batch of MBA, after your program get completed for BBA, right? So here you have again a lot of other things in hand, and that is going to definitely add a lot of value from all the sides for the institute and also for you. I do also look at the placement. We have been doing a lot in terms of engaging with the corporate. And I'm sure that by the time you'll be reaching to the 10th batch of MBA, you'll be having much more opportunities in hand than what we have today, right? So, but that opportunity to be realized based on the contribution which you make. Because if you're not going to perform, if you're not going to contribute in the program and you're not serious, nobody can help you. Everybody need to help themselves. Nobody can come out from outside to help you. We can only provide a platform where you can utilize the benefit of each and everything. But you are the one who need to contribute for your own self, right? We are just a kind of supporter and helper for you and mentor for you. And we hope that we are going to have that kind of legacy to take the mentorship, to work with each other. Here the peer group learning is also very, very important. And you being the young mind, because if you look at the batch, when we thought about IPM, we were having a lot of things in mind that we are trained to teach MBA, right? How are we going to teach, a kid who is just coming from the school after completing the 12th? Right. And then we took that challenge that no, let's have these kids because they are actually brightest one. And if we can take this lot, and we are very happy that you're the second batch, even the first batch, we got very good talent from IPM batch. And we hope that this talent is going to prove themselves and going to give us a lot of opportunity, lot of recognition, and lot of excitement, because we are really feel very excited to have people like you in the campus, because you are actually having a lot of potential among yourself. And we hope that this potential can definitely need to be, some way shaped. And we are here to do whatever we can do for you to shape you better. But you have to definitely come up with a lot of good ideas. As one of the point which has been highlighted, that is also always the core of my heart, is about the green. And the future for green is definitely green, right? And we need to really look at that. We need to just think about many things. Here in IIM system, the education is very different. We don't talk about books. We need to talk about all those things which are happening around us. And I think in each and every courses, you'll have that kind of excitement. And you need to bring all those things in the plate in the classroom itself, because this kind of classroom is very different. We just don't just say that we are covering the syllabus and teaching some of the things which are there in the syllabus. No, we teach something which is relevant, and that also requires a lot of your contribution, because you need to read every day to come to the class so that you can participate. Here, the academic rigor will be very, very high, and you need to prepare yourself for that. You may not be able to sleep in the night, but you need not to complain to us that you're not able to sleep, because that is the thing which actually goes with everyone. Maybe most of the professors are also not sleeping up to 2 o'clock because they need to prepare for themselves every day in the class, right? So here the life is very challenging. I'm just putting this word because, everybody need to take the challenge. Life is not easy. You need to work hard for each and every courses. You need to also engage yourself with many, many activities together, and you need to also be disciplined. You need to perform, right? Because without your performance, you're not going to go any move further, right? You know that there are a lot of benchmarks, but the system is quite transparent. And I hope that you're going to enjoy your life here in IIM Jammu, and you're going to contribute a lot, which we expecting from you. So welcome to IIM Jammu, and we hope that we are going to have a lot of excitement, a lot of life, because of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking address. I now take the honor of introducing Professor B.S. Sahai, Director, IIM Jammu. Professor B.S. Sahai is the founder director of Indian Institute of Management, Jammu. But I'll take this opportunity to introduce to the students. He is an educator, researcher, transformational leader, and institution builder who sets high standards to create world-class institutions with global outlook and national focus. He has been the director of 3 top national level institutes in India: Indian Institute of Management, Raipur, Management Development Institute, Gurgaon, and Institute of Management, Ghaziabad. He has also been an advisor to the Chancellor, NMIMS University, Mumbai, and has mentored 5 campuses of NMIMS. Professor Sahai has received numerous awards for his significant research contributions, teaching and academic administration. He has been honored by IIT Delhi Alumni Association for outstanding contribution for national development in 2011. He has also been felicitated with the Distinguished Alumnus Award by BITS. With this short introduction, I take the privilege of inviting Professor Sahai for his welcome address.
Good afternoon. Professor Gaur, Director, IIM Jammu. Sorry, IIT Jammu, huh? Because IIM is so much ingrained in me that, I think leave everything for IIM. Yeah, and we are the neighbors. That's right. Professor Jabir Ali, Dr. Parida, Dr. Gumte, Commander Krishnan, Dr. Nitin, Dr. Kulwinder. It's a very good excuse that, okay, room is small, so we can't have all the faculty members here. And my dear students, welcome to IIM Jammu. You must learn to celebrate, okay? When I say good afternoon, response should come. Good afternoon. You're young, fine, and you must be very, very responsive also. If anybody is coming and asking, yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Mr. Sinha was talking very good thing about inquisitiveness. And I was attending one of the Foundationist Day program, and he said something very interesting, that some person was invited for a conference to interact with, not a conference, but to interact with the senior students of higher education. So he came a bit early. He came 3 hours in advance. We said that, okay, how to spend time. So he said that, okay, nearby there is a school, and where young students are there. So he said that, okay, you would like to interact with students of class 5. This interaction was supposed to be for a few minutes or an hour or so. It lasted for more than 2 hours. All of them were asking many questions, very inquisitive, trying to understand, learn. After that program, he came to this college to interact with the senior students. And the program got over in just 1 hour. So he was just wondering whether there were no questions. At the end of his lecture, he asked that, do you have any questions? And everybody was quiet. So my dear young friends, learn to be inquisitive and must ask questions. It's really important for all of you. During the class, you must become prepared in the class. Ask very questions, whatever doubts you have. You should be inquisitive about everything, what is happening, because you are coming from school. As like say, Professor Javir Ali was telling, that coming from school, basically, like this in IIM system, graduates of IIT used to come to IIM, but we started this 5-year IPM program. So our expectation from you is very high. Very high. So it totally depends on all of you. And you're going to learn a lot of things very fast, very quick. Because what you have seen, you have to unlearn all those things because it's a new life for you. You're going to be here for 5 years. So you must ask questions. You must be inquisitive about everything. Don't ask questions for the sake of asking questions. Ask questions which is meaningful, which is relevant, which is purposeful. So you must be asking that thing. This Mr. Sinha, Sanjeev Verma has gone. So in his absence, let me just tell you one thing that IIM and IIT are neighbors. And we keep talking a lot that how IIM and IIT can work together. There are many IIMs and IITs all over the country. But nobody could thought of that probably IIT and IIMs can work together. They might be working for on a small projects or some small programs, but we sat together, discussed, and decided to offer a unique program, what we call is double degree program, that is BTech from IIT Jammu and MBA from IIM Jammu without writing CAT. Admission will be done based on the JEE Advance. Similarly, we started another unique program, and this is a model for the whole nation. Was MBA in Hospital Administration and Healthcare Management. All of you are aware of. You are not really Corona batch. You gave who wrote exam in the examination hall or online or without writing exam you are here. Term 1, term 2. So they have also made life very simple. But all quizzes, all objective tab one time, subjective another time. Fine, very good. So you'll find this thing that's really important for all of you to understand this. We start hospital administration and healthcare management because during Corona time, we found that a lot of resources are there, but it is not properly utilized. The resources were there, but resources were not optimally utilized. And there came Professor Shakti Gupta, director of AIMS. All three of us sat together. In fact, myself and Professor Gaur, we were talking for a long time and just waiting for Professor Shakti Gupta. Long deliberations, and after that, we came to a conclusion that what we have to do. That is possible, this collaboration, which has shown light to the whole nation. These two programs were inaugurated by no other than Home So these are the great minds, like say this, and that's why I really thank both IIT and AIMS. Before I proceed further, let me just welcome Professor Manoj Gaur. Please join me in giving a big hand to him. Yesterday, I was talking to your parents. They must have given you the feedback also. Do's and don'ts. Okay. So I was giving just a simple message that when you study hard. Nothing should be crossing through your mind except the studies. And when you're enjoy fullest. That time, education, this study should not cross to your mind. Read the handbook very carefully. If you don't perform, we give you the opportunity. If you're not performing, you're out of the system. No consideration. Professor Jabir Ali was talking about the discipline. Please make sure this thing, because here, academic rigor, academic discipline, academic content, they are very, very important. Come prepared in the class. If you're not prepared, don't go to the class. Professor can throw you out of the class. If you're not prepared, you're not required inside the class. So better come prepared in the class. Is it okay with all of you? Yeah. Come prepared in the class. Ask very challenging question. Read. Have group discussion, debate, interact, and try to learn as much as possible. You're somewhere at the age of 17 and a half to 18 and a half. That should be the age group, I presume. Admission chairperson, 19 also? 19 plus. Okay, generally 18. So in this case, it's 19 plus, fine. Come prepared, be disciplined, and whenever you play, just enjoy the life. Second point, I would like to say that you must respect security guards. No indiscipline will be tolerated. They're all Jawans. They have served the nation. Now they are serving at IIM Jammu. If they say no, that precisely means no. If they stop you, just listen to them. They are there to help you out. Your safety is most important thing. Your stay on campus is more important thing for us. We would not like to have any indiscipline on campus. So please make sure this. And again, like say, these two things are really important for you. Rest is your life. Just enjoy. Every moment you must enjoy. Try to celebrate every occasion. You need not to look for the occasion. Create the occasion yourself. Third thing is that what do you want to do in life? Why you are here? What brings you here? Because you didn't have a choice, or you came here by choice. If you have come here by choice, then decide what do you want to do in life. Whether you want to be another Adani, because in lifetime, he's the third richest man in the world, or Mukesh Ambani, where he has brought down the cost of communication virtually to zero. It's peanut now, cost of communication. I remember that Manoji also, you also must be remembering that whenever you would call, I'm talking of early 80s. I'm from a very small place called Munger district. And I used to work in Delhi, giving a ring. So you don't have any choice. We didn't have mobile or any such thing. You have to book a call. This must be, you may not have heard of it. You have to book a call. And call booking is for 3 minutes. You can talk to your whomsoever you want to talk. It depends whether you are making ordinary call, urgent call, or lightning call. And that time, it used to be very, very expensive. Ordinary call, I think 7, 8 rupees or 10 rupees, something like that, or 16 rupees. Urgent call, just double of that. And lightning call, double of that. It used to be very expensive then. And by the time you say hello, 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 3 minutes gone. Your time is up, money is gone. Now you are living in an era where cost of communication has come down virtually to zero. Somebody is sending you WhatsApp message or on Instagram or any such social media platform, sending message. And if you don't get the response within shortest possible time or a split second, you get restless. Jawab nahi aaya, jawab nahi aaya. Instagram, they are not bothered about what they're eating, but they take snap, send it to friends before eating. How many likes are there? Are khana tum kha rahi ho, khana khao. Why you're spoiling your food? Enjoy that. Fine, but again, credit goes to Mukesh Ambani for bringing down this cost of communication so low. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, whether you want to serve the nation in a big way, whether you want to be a job creator or a job seeker, I'm giving you a choice to all of you. Your 19 years average age is there. So all of you have the voting rights now. Decide whether you want to be a job creator or a job seeker. A job seeker will get a job, go to the placement chairperson. Because you are in IIM system, you will get a job anyway, so nothing to worry about that. Get good salary, enjoy life, have your own family, everything. Or you want to give a meaningful meaning to life, purposeful thing to make it more purposeful. And that is possible only when you try to create jobs for others. Whether you like to work for somebody or somebody should work for you. Once you're in IIM system, today you want loan from the government, any bank, you need not to do anything. Many of you might have taken loan, I'm not sure of this thing, but in MBA program, invariably, more than 70% students take loan. And banks come to our door to stay, same as the IIT. What you have to show is that just your offer letter, no collateral, nothing is required. It is because you are in a setup which everybody recognizes, government has recognizes. Banks have created special features for you, special programs for you. So tomorrow, if you want to start your own company or you want loan, bank will come to support you. So it's all your choice, what you want to do in life. We have two Center for Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Skill Development. We have already started Section 8 company. If you like, you can start your company now. Many of you might be wondering. Because all those top industrialists in the world, they started their company while they were studying. We allow this thing to our students that you can register your company, be part of that Center for Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Skill Development. Incubate your company. Yeah. 5 years is a very long time. By the time you come out, your company's probably turnover is maybe very high. Who knows? You see how many unicorns are created. And you see the average life of those people who have started their company. They are very young. Very young. If they can do, you can also do it. You have the capability, you have the competence, you have the courage. Just take courage, muster the courage, and you can do that. So have that thing in your mind that nothing is impossible on this planet. Nothing impossible on this planet. If you decide, you can do it. And I feel very happy to see that so many girls have joined. Yesterday, one parent was asking, why don't you see your admission policy? Because there should be some gender violence. We said, okay, our Prime Minister's the reason is that, okay, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. So I feel very happy and elated to see so many girls here, so many daughters here. Fine. So decide yourself what you want to do in life. It's your life. You have to decide your destiny. Nobody else is going to decide your destiny. And we will shape your life. 5 years is a very long time. It can transform your life. So by the time you're coming, it's quite possible that many people might be working for you. So any one of you, or probably group of students can join hands together. And whatever help is required, you can talk to the concerned faculty who is looking after this Center for Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Skill Development. Like say in MBA program, IIM Jammu consciously did this thing that entered entrepreneurship as a compulsory course. This is not a compulsory course in all other IIMs, but we made it because we want that our students should be doing this. And once you are doing that, you are going to help so many families. So decide, I'm not going to ask that, okay, who are interested, who are not interested, it's not the right time. Take your own time, think, discuss, decide. If you want any guidance, talk to the faculty members. IIM system is totally different than what you have seen in school. Okay. Here, it's a residential campus. This very soon we will be moving to our new campus, but IPM students will be in this campus for another 2 years. Once we, like say for IPM, we have already hostels tender is already given. Construction will start soon. Till that time, you're going to be here. I'm sure that your stay is going to be very comfortable. Even if you are feeling some uncomfortable, adjust with that. You have no choice. We have no choice. We can't increase the size of the room. I wish I could, but nobody can do that thing fine. So just try to adjust in that environment. It's a matter of another 6 to 9 months. All MBA students will be going from this place to new campus, and then you will have enough space because this campus, we took another campus also, Jalichak. We have this campus has a capacity of 340 students to accommodate. So once MBA students go, they are leaving, then there will be 120 students only on this campus. And then next year batch will be coming. And next year batch again probably will be increasing this number from 60 to 120. Will be increasing. So maximum 240. But by the time we hope that okay, because construction takes some time. We told you many parents were inquiring about this thing. I said, go and see the campus. This afternoon, all of you are going to the new campus to see this thing. And whenever you find some uncomfort, remember that room, okay? What you're going to see this afternoon, fine? And your all discomfort will convert into comfort, fine? If you have any problem related to administration, Commander Kesman is there. He is in charge of administration, and he will take care of you. So I'd come and prepared something, but I'm not going to touch this thing. Fine. Enjoy life. That's very much important. Every nanosecond is important for you. You must enjoy your studies. Don't make it a burden. काम बहुत करना पड़ेगा. That is a fact. बहुत assignment. 24 घंटे में मम्मी उठाती थी, यहाँ कोई नहीं उठाने वाला होगा. How many of you have stayed in hostel? Raise your hand. Only घबराओ मत, उठा दो पूरा हाथ, ठीक है? Only 4, 5, okay? All of you. So here, everything you have to do yourself. Fine. Early morning, 8 o'clock, classes will start. So probably you have to mentally prepare. And let me tell you this, once you decide anything, and everything is possible. Everything is possible. If you have, whenever you feel alone, you feel any help, any guidance, just go to the faculty member, go to the program chairperson, go to the administration, and they will help you. It's not like typical government department that nobody is there to listen. Here, we care for you. Once you are here, yesterday I told your parents that don't disturb them now, okay? Your job is over. And don't come every time here, okay? And don't try to disturb them over phone. Kya hua, kaisa hua, aaj kaisa tha? Nothing doing. One answer should be there that we are excellent, we are fine, super fine, okay? Just enjoy. You tell them, chill, okay? And don't disturb us. You have to do a lot of things here. You have to study hard. You have to manage your own life, okay? And I'm sure that all of you are matured. You will learn very fast and enjoy every moment. Every moment you must enjoy, but please mind it, their prime objective is to study. With that, parents absentee here. So I'm sure that you are going to do great here. All of you must have made friends, interact with your seniors, and any help you want, you can go to anybody, and nobody is listening to you, come to me. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, sir. I now take the privilege of introducing to you our chief guest, Professor Manoj Singh Gaurji. Professor Manoj Singh Gaur assumed the charge of director. Just 1 minute. So he's the director of Indian Institute of Technology, Jammu since 2017. Prior to joining IIT Jammu, he has been a professor and head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at MNIT Jaipur. Additionally, he was a professor in charge of IIIT Kota, which is currently being mentored by MNIT Jaipur. He has been Dean Student Affairs and head Central Computer Center for MNIT Jaipur as well. He also served as chairman, CNET UG Board of MNIT Jaipur. He completed his master's degree in computer science and engineering from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and he is a PhD from University of Southampton, UK. I cordially invite Professor Gaur for his students address to the students.
Usually the introductions has to be, can make a distance between the audience and the speaker. So good afternoon. I thought it's a good morning, but it's a good afternoon. The best thing I observed during the presentation of the statistics and about the class divide in terms of 7 boys and 53 girls. It's fantastic. In fact, let me tell you, this is a kind of dream running for any program. In IITs, we struggled a lot to create supernumerary seats around 15-20%. Still, we are stuck with around 17%, with a lot of effort in undergraduate I'm talking about. So it's a wonderful thing which has happened with JIPMET, and I'm pretty sure. So this has become, because your entry levels are same, and the variety of experience and average age will make the quality of classrooms extremely good, actually. That's what we started doing in 2017, in fact, when the first thing came up for reserving seats for the girls students. But here it's not required, it's the other way around, actually. Probably after some time, they have to reserve for the boys, actually, right? So that's the, I think, USP for this program, I can see. Very happy to be with you on this induction cum foundation program. This is second batch, I'm told, and I saw the statistics, I saw the content of it. Many ideas came to it while listening to Professor Sahai and other faculty members about the program. IIT Jammu and IIM Jammu, they are neighbors, of course, physical proximity. Only a couple of restaurants actually divide us, actually in between, which has come up after the 2 campuses started building up in that NH44. And things are happening around, even while you are not yet to come, you have to join that location. Because the community around both the campuses, they are big campus. Ours is around 400 plus acres of, again, forest undulating area, and yours is around 200 acres. But that will create a small city in that location itself. Very conveniently located, but this is not the reason we will be known. Currently, we are known because we are running dual degree programs with this, and many more to come. And that is, as I said, as Professor Sahai mentioned, it's a talk of the town. In fact, other IITs are asking us that how it happened, what you'll do. And we have crafted this thing. And this was just like one afternoon, we thought that, is it possible to create such a system where one of the exams can be avoided, like CAT? People get scared about it. So then we agreed on some some mechanism. Our Senate agreed, their board also agreed, and then we launched the program last year at a pretty rapid space and state as well. And that becomes, as I said, not only I don't know about the IIT Council is talking about it, and we need to make a presentation about the same in the next few days. So you are going to stay in this campus for next 5 years. That is IIM Jammu. You are coming after a pause of nearly 2 years of caused by pandemic, which we never saw, and hopefully you will never see it again. But you should be very, very excited. During these years, possibly you'll keep on growing. That's the growth which happen, and that will shape your life. In fact, that's important because you're going to having social experience on the campus in a residential campus. So, as Professor Sai mentioned, that I will tell you only one thing: that enjoy this time, remain curious, and remain observant. Actually, what is happening around you, around campus, around society, around the nation. Learn as much as possible because they are going to create. They have created the structure around it, academics. Find a hobby, work on it. You may fail, but no avail. Work for a better than nothing. You start with something, this can always happen. Do not, and I repeat, do not try make best out of you. That's why I said try with even better than nothing. We create something what we call the better than worst case design in real estate design. Create habits which may disappoint you many times. We make the pledges and which fail actually and feel bad about it, but don't feel bad actually. You will need to adjust in this new surroundings, new campus. You have to manage expectations. Like Professor Saya mentioned, right? Go and see that campus. But if something bad comes, then think about that campus. Actually, that will happen. Which I've been telling for the last 5 years to my students also. Actually, because we started with a humble around 90 students in 2016, and today this coming October with JEE Advanced will be finished, and the report there will be around 1,200 students around the campus actually. So we cannot grow beyond this number because one hostel is being delayed actually. So we'll wait till next year. And I would like to quote Dalai Lama once said that when you start, because you came with a very competitive environment and mindset. So now you have to think about it that you need to compete and improve, not while comparing with others, but think about that, can you compete with yourself or your previous self? So that's the thing. Here, enjoy learning. Whatever you are doing, try to do it with your heart and soul into it. You need to develop, because you are young adults, you are no more kids actually. So you have to develop yourself as an individual, and once think about it, how do you contribute to society and the nation? That's very important. And in these 5 years, get inspired. You'll find your inspiration, you'll find your role models. It can come from all sort of sources actually. A song of the radio might be into some kind of action, a talk of fun and wisdom, and bring your inner soul, what we call it. Inner music should actually resonate with your personality. How do you find that kind of attachment? You may get inspired seeing somebody accomplish something extraordinary, defy the odds and overcome adversity. Can do the same. We have outliers, we have black swan events. I think management, they teach more than what we teach in engineering or technology. But those things actually inspires us. And sometimes it takes a simple inspirational quote also, which can help you shape your future. What do you want to achieve in your life? On this day, joining this great institution, let me tell you a small story today, which is not very didactically parable, in fact, but it's usually I tell a story whenever I talk to our students. So this is about finding opportunities. So do you know how hunters of old used to trap monkeys? A man was talking to his son. Rather than chasing them up on the tree and shooting arrows from below, they would put a heavy glass jar with a narrow neck into it on the floor, which had some monkey's favorite food inside. They would then step back and hide, waiting for the monkeys to come, unsuspecting animal to approach the jar. When it did, the monkey would reach inside, clench the fist with the fist some food inside, and try to pull it out. However, the neck of the jar would stop the poor monkey from getting its hand out, right? So it's got stuck because until it leaves the food, it cannot take the hand out, but it want the food. It would pull and pull, but no avail. There is simply no way to get that hand out of jar without releasing the food. So rather than letting go, the monkey would persevere, refusing to drop the food inside and its dinner. The hunters would then approach the jar, catch and enjoy the meal of their own. So don't be like that monkey. That's very important. Warn the man, in life, to fight another day and grow as a person, you must know when to quit. That's very important. When to move on and when to let it go, whatever is holding you back. So try to find that there's no threshold for you. Define yourself afresh. So in addition to that, I'll put some couple of more nuggets which usually share when I start, talking to this young, I would say adults. So in these years of this campus, when you're going to spend with your friends, with faculty members over a different semester, different years, outside institution during internship, it will allow you to socialize, make friends. You may like a lot of them, and you may not like to ignore many of them, actually. Know more about people, observe carefully. Many stories are hidden beneath the skins of each one of us. You may be hugely surprised to understand the core of humanity, which is defined in the diversity of India, because we saw that 16 states are there actually in this class. You must enjoy the ride to create your stories of your own. In learning, keep focus on your primary objectives, why you are here. Use your time better than minimum and widen your pool of knowledge. Know more about society. We all are investing in you. How your program, your degree will have more value for society as a better citizen than a simple material value in terms of your campus placements. That's very important. Collaborate with widely and come out of your comfort zone, which makes you kind of a fighter. Find solution to a problem. Remember, the problem does not have any discipline. They are multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary, which we also try to work in IIT Jammu as well. In your working life of around, I would say around 76 to 80,000 hours, you will have to learn and relearn at least 3 times. So in this campus, you have to make that, how do you make a self-assessment? When to start, where to stop, and what to relearn. Because that's a known fact now, that in what we have seen last 30 years and what you will see next 30 years will be totally different. We cannot do any predictions. So know yourself, how do you learn? By observing, educating yourself, and under self-supervision. That's the most important thing you're going to face challenge with in coming times. With these words, I would like to stop here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating speech. IIM Jammu is, yes. Yeah, students, do you have any questions? You can ask the dignitaries on the dais. Yeah, anyone? Yeah, you can give the mic. Anyone? Yeah. IIM Jammu is pleased to announce the launch of its first IIC newsletter, Prakhyanam. Prakhyanam is the first ever initiative by Industry Interaction Cell IIM Jammu in the endeavor of documenting the valuable industry interaction sessions organized around the year. With 100 plus Nav Samvad sessions, 4 editions of HR Conclave, and first edition of Nakshatra, IIC stands at the forefront of facilitating meaningful connection between the institute and the corporate. The same has been documented extensively in the first edition of this newsletter and is available for your kind reference. Now I invite all the dignitaries on the dais to release the first edition of IIC newsletter, Prakhyanam.
So you know that placement committee, and then there are 3 committees actually which works for the corporate engagement. We have one committee called Disha, which works for CV building and training the student for placement. Another is IIC team. We have all the IIC team. Please come, this side, the whole IIC team. They work very hard to bring the, corporate in campus. So they continuously organize different programs, sessions with the corporate leaders on continuous basis. Every weekend you'll find there are sessions. So your Saturday, Sunday is not free actually. Actually, that is booked for them. And that is very much scheduled in the program itself. So, and one of the things which is very important to mention here is when the COVID came, we never thought that we'll stop our program and activities for IIC as well. And we immediately launched it Now Sambad, a new chapter to do all the programs online. We also organize HR conclaves online. Even we thought that, it's not that we'll be doing only in the physical mode. So without any hassle, without any kind of, say, stoppage, we continued our journey of engaging with the corporate, and this team actually need a big round of applause for doing all those activities. They continuously work hard for bringing the good industry speakers where the student can interact, and then placement team actually take the hint from there itself, and they actually follow up for the placement. So all these 3 committees work together. Maybe some of the sessions are there where we'll be interacting how placement happens here. Your team will also be joining as a IPM placement committee for the internship. We have 2 internship, as it has been mentioned by Gumte, that social internship and the corporate internship, and that will also be held by all the 3 teams together. We also have member in IIC where IPM will be representing. So they have completed 100 of the sessions, and we thought to release the booklet of 100 sessions so that we can definitely position this particular program at a higher level, and all the credit goes to the students. Here, placement, anything which happens, that is being driven by the students only. We just help them out. So they actually have done wonderful job in terms of bringing the corporate without any hassle. And we are grateful to him and also to the director, sir, because he always actually pushes things to be done in a perfect way. There should not be any kind of lacuna. There should not be any kind of deficit in terms of the kind of program, kind of guests which will be coming on campus. So thank you, sir, for giving all the encouragement, and thank you, team, for bringing this to the floor. And this also designed by them only. So it's not that, we have hired any professional to design this. They have designed. Yeah. So team, you can join a photograph, right? Anybody want to say something?
Let me just tell you that when you get undue credit, then let's celebrate that. Okay, clap. The credit goes to all the students, and Professor Javir Ali and Dr. Baljit Singh. This is a team, and now तुम भी बता दो, ज्योति रंजन खड़ी हो जाओ तो तुम्हें सब देखेंगे, पहचानेंगे भाई. She is very important lady. Fine. If anybody looking for job, so don't annoy her. Okay, fine. So the credit goes to whole team under the leadership of Professor Javir Ali. Thank you.
Any of the
Thank you very much, sir, Director sir, and Javed sir, for those kind words. So, like the dignitaries mentioned, it is extremely important for a growing institution such as IIM Jammu to have a very good presence in the industry, and all the sessions that our team conducts and the entire scope and vision of our team is aligned towards ensuring that the students, how much ever experience they may or may not have, gain perspective and understand what is it that happens in the corporate tomorrow, and understand the true, not only domain knowledge that you get from textbooks, but even going beyond and exploring. That is possible through these sessions. And we hope that even the IPM-02 batch engages with the speakers that we bring to campus. So thank you very much for this.
As we come closer to the As we come closer to the end of this inaugural session, I, on behalf of entire IIM Jammu fraternity, take this opportunity to express my vote of thanks, my heartfelt gratitude to Professor Manoj Singh Gaur, Director IIT Jammu, and Shri Sanjeev Verma ji for joining us for this program. A special note of thanks to our Honorable Director, Professor B.S. Sahai, for his continuous support and guidance in all endeavors of IIM Jammu. A warm thanks to the faculty colleagues, officers, and staff of IIM Jammu, whose support has made this event a success. We extend our thanks to the State Department team or members of our IIM Jammu group for their effort to make this program a success. Last but not the least, a warm thanks to all the students who joined this inaugural session and also the IPM program. Thank you, everyone. I now request everybody to rise for the national anthem.